happens.
Let's see what happens. I didn't want to be a bad Clevelander. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't want to be a bad Clevelander, but I realized we have shit to do. But if I just, like, watch the game
Yeah.
and get drunk and make zero content,
That'd be a waste.
fuck are we doing out here?
Exactly. So, might as
So,
well.
we made 2 videos for the internet with a special hyper focus on a particular homie
Yes.
who is now moving in the plane abroad.
Yes.
She off.
Up in the sky.
In the tube. Up in the sky. Up and away, dog.
You could just dug straight through the ground.
On her way to Singapore, where they cane you.
Yes.
If they don't like what you do or say.
Or if you let her.
Yeah, it's do or say.
I'll do or say it's true.
Hello, Internet. It's your boy, Keebler, Love and Choke Jiu-Jitsu, based out of the powerful fucking CLE. And even when we're 3 games down, we still swinging out here.
Yes.
The Cavs are playing their Game 4 of the NBA Finals. And we're not going to go into a musical intro tonight. And it's not just because we have the Cavs on the screen. It's really because I wanted to have a moment, you know? Just a quick moment. Go ahead and mute it. And dedicate this podcast to the memory of Anthony Bourdain. And we'll talk more about that later, but this one's for you, Mr. Bourdain. Thank you very much. And now, we'll begin episode 70. Correct, Anthony?
Yes.
Boom! It's like I keep this shit in my head. Episode 70. The Cavs are playing. We're down some points.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case, like you're watching it live and we have a slight delay, you know? But I don't know if it works like Fight Companion, but if you want to sync it up, we're in the first quarter with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
Yes.
If you're about that sync life. Anthony, besides the passing of Mr. Bourdain, which we will get to,
Yes.
what else is going on in the streets?
I mean, pretty much everything I told you. Like,
Pretty much everything I told you. What does that mean?
like tobacco being banned in like San Francisco, or like flavored tobacco and how that could be.
Right, so if I'm in San Francisco, you're telling me
You can't buy it. You can have it, but you can't buy it.
I can't buy White Owls.
You can't buy anything.
Can I
flavored.
get Amazon to send them to me?
I don't think they can technically, since you're.
Can I get sponsorships from certain companies?
You could. I don't see what the problem is.
Pineapple White Owls?
They just gotta step up their game and say something. But hey, man, you're the #1 buyer of our
I'm
products.
just saying, I know a lot of athletes use your products. I don't
Yes.
know how many are advertising for you. And they should.
He said, smoke a White Owl. I still work out.
First, I empty it. I don't know why. Oh, shit.
Oh man.
So, but what's that San Francisco law based on?
It's on the fact that their idea is that if they get rid of anything that has like flavors or has like those bright colors on them, that it'll reduce the risk of getting the new generation into smoking.
The children.
Yes, the kids.
See, whenever you want to do some fucking dumb shit, you can just be like, it's for the children.
It's for the kids.
You can't have that. What about the kids? It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Am I a kid? And isn't it your job, if you have children,
Yes.
to monitor their behavior
That'd be nice.
to the best of your ability? Like, I don't think you're a superhuman being who can. You're not omnipresent and omniscient, right?
Mm-hmm.
Respect. I get that. Still, that being said, like, it's still your responsibility. You can't be like, we're going to need the government to parent our kids. We can't have this for anybody. No one's allowed to have this anymore. Naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty.
Naughty, naughty.
It smells like black people would enjoy that. Ban it. Because menthol has nothing to do with that.
No. Nothing tasty about a menthol as a kid. It's just
And
cool.
like fruit flavors,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're that confusing for children either.
No.
Plus, these items are behind a counter where someone who is 18 would have to hand them to someone who isn't. And in most states, that would carry a very heavy fine. So heavy that it's in the best interest of the person handing you that shit not to do it.
Yeah. I agree.
Son, I don't buy that. I want to know the real reason, San Fran. Who you trying to fucking isolate, San Fran? You trying to make sure all that shit stays in Oakland? Huh?
The reason why I saw it is because there was a girl who probably had the same idea. Not the same idea, but had the idea like you fucking pussies. You're afraid of smoke. You're gonna let people smoke pot, but not be afraid of a little cigarette smoke. That's her thing. But she hates pot completely. But she's like cigarette smoke. You guys are afraid.
She
of
hates pot.
Yeah, she hates pot. Pot's like she's like, what the fuck? Every time I go to San Francisco, it smells like pot and poop. Shit and pot smell everywhere.
Who is this?
Remember, because it doesn't matter because she doesn't listen to the podcast. Remember that girl that was like kept coming to Cleveland, wanted to hang out with me. I used to work with her.
Yes.
Yes, she's the one who posted about that.
It smells like pot and poop.
Yeah.
And I hate pot.
Yeah.
And I hate poop. Like, okay, most people have a bigger problem with things smelling like cigarettes. Because cigarettes smell bad.
Yeah.
They smell bad. Like, I like them. They smell bad. These are facts. So, now if you use tobacco to roll your weed, then you're kind of fucking up. Or if you mix your weed and your tobacco, then it's still going to smell like cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
But one would think you could create a situation where it just smelled like weed, obviously, like a bowl or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not very stinky.
No.
At least, it's not that it's not pungent. It doesn't stick around.
Yeah. It's like
That's the problem with cigarette smoke. It's fucking lingering.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when people are like surprised that I smoke cigarettes, is because I make sure I go to the gym with very, very clean gear and very, very clean t-shirts. So it's like fresh out the washer and dryer onto my skin out the door. I don't even chill in the house in that shit because I don't want that lingering smoke smell, which if you're hypersensitive to it, you can probably still smell.
Right.
But if you're not thinking about it and you're not a weirdo, like I dated someone that swore they could smell it on all my shit, like
Really?
after, and I'm like,
You're just a liar. You a liar.
it's like, maybe, but how come nobody else even knows I do this?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Why aren't you tracking down ISIS? Why are you? Why? Why,
You know?
why
You should be a bloodhound chasing down ISIS.
Smell Saddam's butthole from here.
That would have worked out great for all parties.
Yes. Everybody. Smells a little musty.
How dare you?
Or maybe it was clean. Maybe he has like some girl like tonguing him down. I don't know. Oh yeah, a guy, FBI agent, off-duty FBI agent, backflip, shot some guy in the leg with his gun.
I saw that.
And that dude gets drinks for life at the bar.
Oh, all right. Well, I hope he gets more than that. It's like, oh, I'm sorry about that. Drinks for life.
Yeah, forever.
It's like, all right, we're good. I got shot. Drinks for life. And then that FBI agent was like, oh, no big deal. He tried to like wave it off, like, oh, come on, just an accidental misfire. Like, I just discharged this gun.
Not a big deal, dog. You going to jail.
It's like, nah, you're in trouble. And what the fuck were you thinking about? He just got caught having too much fun and not enough responsibility. Like, if you're going to choose to have a drink and carry, you can't then choose to do a backflip in a room full of people. That's all. That's all. That's not crazy talk.
That's true. What else is there? I'm trying to think.
Let's talk about something more close to home. Then we can get back into some of the current events of the universe.
Tomorrow? You talking about tomorrow?
Am I?
Is that what you're talking about? It's close to home. I mean, I guess it's close.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Saturday. Saturday's UFC, whatever it is.
That's not close to home.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know. What's close to home?
So I finally got the word about Fight to Win. And I was really looking forward to Fight to Win in Columbus. Because I just got my first win in a long time. And I've been working really hard. And I had a small injury. Like the kind of thing where like you need to chill for a couple days, but then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I chilled for a couple days. And I was feeling hella guilty about chilling. I was just like, you're not fucking doing what you need to do to fucking kill everyone. I was so mad. Good job, boys. I was so upset. And then I get a text that's like, hey, would you like to be a referee? And all due respect to that organization, to the person that sent me that email, I don't want to be a fucking referee. I don't wake up in the morning and do fucking burpees and lift fucking barbells above my head to raise someone else's hand when a cool show comes to my state. Now, I don't know if there's nobody else who can make the weight. I don't know. I do know that people know that I will fight at any weight. I know that. But I can't help but feel disappointed. Like the last time that show was in Cleveland, I got black belt fight of the night. And now I'm just not on the card. And that sucks. And maybe that'll change if there's just more black belts, right? We just need to let the game mature.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe there's black belts out there that just didn't feel like scrapping this time. Or maybe they're injured. I don't know. But I'm disappointed. And I wanted to scrap. And then it's like, well, there's an AGC in Cleveland next week. And it's like, yeah. But I just got fucked up a little bit. I don't know if I should do that. I don't know how this stupid little injury is going to feel by then. But I'm confident that by July 6th, I'll be able to scrap. 100%. But what's going to end up happening is I'm going to end up fighting next Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Just for lack of something better to do. And hopefully some guys show up there. But I wasn't like distraught. I wasn't like crying. No, nobody got me. But as soon as I read it and it was like, yeah, would you like to be a referee? I was like, fuck. I was like, no, I don't want to be a fucking referee. It was like, I was so upset.
It's like being a chaperone at your own school
Right.
dance.
Chaperones don't get hand jobs, dog.
No.
Fuck are we doing out here?
Nope.
I don't want to stand by the fucking punch bowl, make sure nobody spikes the punch.
I want to be drinking that punch bowl,
I
spiking
want to be
it.
trying to finger bang a chick underneath this table.
Spike the punch bowl, finger bang a chick.
Fuck. Not that I'm hot about it. But yeah, like, and then when shit like that happens, it makes you want to be like, you have other athletic goals, like weirder ones. Maybe you should focus on those for now.
You have weirder athletic goal. That sounds it's a strange thing to say.
Like pro wrestling type goals.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe I should focus on that for a little while.
I wouldn't call it weird.
It is weird.
What's weird about it?
How many motherfuckers want to be pro wrestlers, dog? That's weird.
A lot of people want to be pro wrestlers.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Not
Now
a
when you
lot.
think about it.
I don't know. How big is this? How big is like the local circuit? Like,
I don't know. I mean, there's a decent amount of guys on it, but like to say a lot of people want to do something is an overstatement.
a million
Like-
people want to be a pro wrestler.
Hell nah.
Yeah, there is. There's probably a million people. That's like 1%.
Like in a sense of like when they're in the shower jerking off, they think about being a pro wrestler maybe, but not like, oh, I got trained and oh, I've taken bumps.
Mhm.
Nah, there aren't a million dudes who've taken bumps in America just walking around.
No, probably
Hell
not.
nah. A couple thousand. And most of them don't give a fuck. They're just doing it to do it because they have nothing else to do. That's where all their friends are, you know?
Yeah. Well, Darren, like a wise man once said, nothing means nothing. Nothing means nothing. The cream will rise.
I mean, I know I've got to keep putting in that work, but the reality is, for me, it's so early in making the right choices that little piece of candy, that little lollipop after the dentist,
Mhm.
it fucking really helps.
Yeah.
And when you put space between the dentist's office and that sucker,
Yeah.
you're making it more likely I don't come back and get my teeth cleaned. And now Billy ain't never gonna have straight teeth, you know? Fuck! It's my bad. Maybe I should apply for more fight to wins that are like abroad, that are further away,
Ooh.
and see what happens.
Ooh.
Just get more serious about doing it. Because I was like, oh, they're in Cleveland, they're in Columbus, I'll do that. I don't even apply when they're in Pittsburgh. I don't apply to that.
Mm.
I figure if you're in my state, you can find me a match.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be boring. And somebody will be, by the way. And yes, this is what sour grapes sound like. Like, I was going to say, this isn't sour grapes. But no, this is sour grapes. Like, someone's going to be fucking boring that night. Some black belt is going to be fuck all boring. Because they don't want to lose in front of their fucking students. That wouldn't be me. So hopefully that match doesn't happen. But when it does, Remember, you didn't have to fucking book that bullshit.
Nope.
You could have called your boy. But instead, you want me to wear all black and stand and be very quiet and stoic. Like, that makes any sense. Like, who the fuck has ever asked me to stand still and be quiet?
When you're like 5.
Like, when I was in the fucking department store and my mother was like, oh, I'm sorry, Darren. Have you lost your mind?
Yeah.
Children are. Children are.
Seen but not heard.
And I had to repeat that back to my mama. That was the last time. That was the last time a motherfucker tried to, like, make me calm and quiet. I don't know if I can do it for $100, dog.
$100 for like what? 5 hours? 6 hours?
That's a long time.
It's a long ass time.
It's a long time, cuz.
And you don't get paid for being there early.
I could just show up with a fucking suitcase full of gimmicks and just start selling those bitches to make money.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I should do.
I don't see why not.
Fuck being a referee.
Flip flops.
They'll find somebody else. They'll find someone so desperate to be a referee. Oh, you mean I'm going to be on Flow Grappling?
Yes.
Everyone's going to see me?
Yes.
Yes, Billy. Everyone's going to see you.
Whole 100?
I'm not trying to knock numbers.
Right. But for
I'm just
you,
saying, fuck, man. It was frustrating.
yeah.
I wanted that. But of course, like, you got to be like, okay, I don't have it. But before you do that, it's good to vent. It's good to vent. Like, I'm not a perfect person. I'm not like, I understand that I will have other opportunities. Like, first, I'm going to fucking yell about it and be fucking pissed about it. And then, yeah, I know the obvious, and I'll be good. And I feel a decent amount better already.
You got loose after that. He said, commit to I just talked about it, and I feel good.
I feel better. Let's not start throwing words around like good.
Good's very relative. That's why I said it.
Let's not start throwing around like words like good. But I would like to give a shout out to one person who is good.
Mm-hmm.
Our homegirl, Hannah, a.k.a. on Instagram, Hanimal.
Yes.
I was fucking really hurt about Anthony Bourdain's death. I was really hurt by it. And for multiple reasons. Like, we enjoy similar things. And we have a similar outlook on the world. But we also struggle with the same things. Like, I've got some dark shit. And so whenever somebody who I admire, who's like-minded, passes, it makes me automatically think about my own mortality. And then on top of that, I'm like, man, like, he has a family.
Yeah.
Fuck. And, like, real friends, like, people that know you and love you. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm feeling bad for them. And then, of course, I'm thinking those crazy selfish thoughts where you put yourself in that position.
Right.
And I was really bummed out. And I wasn't putting a whole bunch of negative things online, but I made it clear that I was aware of this death, that it affected me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I start getting these DMs of, like, hot chicks doing cool things.
Yeah.
Right? It's not her. She's sending me, like, videos and pictures of hot chicks doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's cool. That's cool. After, like, the second one, I'm like, wait a second. Are you sending me hot chicks doing cool things to make me feel better? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, you are a gem. Like, you're good at being my friend. Like, there's only a few things that take my mind off of things like that. Hot girls doing cool things.
Good choice.
That's one of those things.
Good choice.
It cheers me right up. She got right to the heart of the matter. So, shout out to Hannah. Thank you so much for cheering me up this afternoon. But, yeah, the Bourdain thing, it shows, and everyone says this, but it shows that you just never know exactly what somebody's going through. You never know. And people are like, oh, yeah, he looks suicide-proof to me. It's like, well, you didn't know him.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, man, never. It's always the good ones. And it's like, yeah, kind of. But the only thing you can do in that situation is be like, man, that sucks. Is there anything I can learn from this? And what I learned is that it's entirely and extremely important to constantly check in with myself to make sure that I know where I am. because things spiral. And as much as everyone's saying, like, you need to check in on your friends, like, we know who we are.
Yeah.
Like, those of us who have those thoughts, who've ever had those thoughts, like, we know who we are. And we can take some personal responsibility for that shit, too. It's not my homie's job to check on me. It's great if he does. But you have to understand how scary that is for your friend to ask you how you're feeling. Because even that might trigger some weird shit.
Yeah.
And so they may hesitate to ask you how you're feeling. And it's easy to get into a pattern where it starts to become like repetitive and routine, and you're just doing the most negative things that you do that pull you into holes, that lead you into a space where you could make such a negative decision. That's fucking why it's really important to check in with yourself. And then once you check in with yourself, you might need to check yourself. Like today, I had to check myself. I was like, man, you are an angry person in general. You always have been. But you've been angrier publicly more than usual.
Like lately?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like ever since I lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't approve. I don't approve for the same reason I don't approve of other people doing it. I don't like bleeding all over people.
Right.
Like, Jordan Peterson said, it's better to be a reliable person at a funeral than the person who needs the shoulder. And I'm usually that reliable person.
Right.
And in crisis, if you're in crisis, I am that guy. When we're in crisis, I'm that guy. But when I'm in crisis, I'm not that fun to be around. I'm probably not going to ask you for help either. I'm just going to be mad and angry. And that leads me toward those kinds of thoughts. And so I got to check myself and be like, yo, like, you don't need to be fueled by so much rage. You don't need to be fueled by so much negativity. There's other fuel. And when someone gives you negativity, it's good that you have this skill of turning that into fuel.
Yeah.
But you don't need to create negativity so that you have fuel so that you can go on. I don't have to make sure that I have some adversary who I have to prove wrong about myself in order to be successful. I don't need that. But if you present yourself to me as an adversary, that muscle is well worked out. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's good that I have that ability. It's bad that I've been relying upon it lately. You got to check in with yourself. And then you got to check yourself. Because nobody told me that. None of my friends were like, hey, man, you should probably back off on this. And here's why. Actually, that's not true.
People have.
Yeah. That's not true. People have. I just wasn't listening.
Sure, you're getting out of your angsty teen years.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Yeah, because I mean, think about it. Like your whole life, nobody ever told you what to do. Then a moment in your life where you're told you can't be yourself, and then you're like, "I'm free! Yeah, let's get loose, let's get wild."
Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like you rip your shirt off, like, "Ah, it's like, let's get loose, let's get crazy." He's like, "I'm a crazy guy." And then like you're like, all right. I'm getting it now. It makes sense. It's time to stop doing this. I'm getting this. The luster is gone. I don't need to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's true. It's been very angsty.
Yeah.
But that's natural, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
You think I'm not going to be a fucking teenager? It's out of bounds, Steph. Like, I am a teenager now.
Yeah.
That's a good assessment.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah, you got your first, like, fuck you, Dad, and I'm out of here. I'm leaving. Yeah, slam the door, take all my stuff, run out. And
Me and Dad got in a fight.
Yeah. I left. Told him to go eat it. Oh, man, not going to see you at your funeral. And then.
That's about right, yeah. That sounds about right.
And then, like, and like, yeah, Dad, I'm working my way up. See, I'm gonna tell you. And then you're like, what the fuck do I give a fuck about Dad? Dad's dead. I'm done with Dad. I'm trying to be Daddy. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not. That's it. So now you're ready to move out of that phase and just be like, all right, my anger is in the right place. I don't need to be angry all the time about everything.
But how come your fucking heroes and idols have to die for you to see clearly?
Because you're not. What's it called? Your vision is not
Smart.
2020. No, your vision is not 2020. Your vision is not 2020. You don't.
No,
Yeah, it's not.
that's true.
You're always looking forward, which is probably it's just not necessarily a bad thing, but it does have its flaws.
Respect. Anthony with the solid advice.
Yeah.
Young sage. Look at LeBron with the push off.
He
He
says,
was like,
"Excuse me, sir."
no, get off me. What I do? I love that athlete reaction
It's
when
like,
they
huh?
get called on something.
So-
What?
So who, me?
Me?
I never did anything like that.
I'm so guilty of that too, though. If a referee's like, "Hey, you can't," I'm like, "Whoa, what?
He said, huh?
Me,
So I didn't know it was a rule.
sir? I would never
Right.
put my knee in your fucking eye socket,
So I didn't know, what?
sir.
So I never heard of that.
I uphold the law.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Town law strictly enforced around here, sir.
Is that? I think that's a Dave Chappelle joke. He said,
that?
like, black people know, like automatically know they're breaking the law. They just know it. White people are like, just like he's like start smoking pot in front of officers. Like, hey, are you smoking pot? I didn't know I couldn't do that.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
Said, yep.
He's like, yeah, if you start doing something, an old black man jumps out. He's like,
He's
oh,
like-
nigga, don't do that. That's 3 to 10.
Yeah. He said, yeah, man. Everybody's a paralegal.
Oh, shit. There's some truth to that.
Yeah.
But it also goes left into, like, conspiracy theories, right? Like,
yeah.
you know, be a cop, he got to tell you, right?
Yeah.
It's like, no, he doesn't.
have to tell you that.
It's not true. No, he does. He does. It's true. It's the law.
It's a law.
Okay, man.
Whatever.
Like, you can't just say it's the law.
You can't.
You know I have Google, right?
Somebody watched some. Yeah, that's probably where some writer got it from. They went to the hood. They heard that from like.
Oh, Jesus.
Uh-oh. He said, "Excuse me, my arm."
LeBron wrestling out here. LeBron
said-
taking underhooks.
He said, "Excuse me."
LeBron body doesn't do it up. Like, let's go back to this replay.
He said, "Get off me. Get off me. I'm dancing with you." He said, "About to be just manhandle. I'm tired."
What I love is that he's standing up straight, too. He's doing that kid in the cookie jar shit, too. That fucking Warriors player was like, what?
What? Not
Look
me.
how my hands are up and down. They never grabbed him by his waist and pulled him close like he was my woman.
Come on, LeBron.
Oh, come on. These shots got to start falling, gentlemen. But, yeah. See, I'm not a bad Clevelander.
No.
I watch basketball. Even though I don't know much about it, I watch it. Me and LeBron have the same hairline. We're just holding on to it.
Barely. By thread.
I don't mean to, actually.
You don't have to. I mean, you could be like that creepy black guy that, like, you know, like
I'm
gets, like-
already that creepy black
No.
guy.
There's a different type of creepy black guy. Like when I was getting my tire changed. Oh, that was interesting. Basically, just had me and this guy I met just roasted his friend about his girlfriend, his other friend's girlfriend, in front of him and in front of pretty much everybody in Walmart while we were waiting for our tires to get changed.
How does this happen?
He's just like, this guy's just trying to get like, you know, get everything ready to go. Always trying to run. He's like, all right, man. So why are you doing this? I'm gonna go get the truck. He's like, why are you running the truck? Truck's on the other side of the fucking like Walmart. Why are you always? Why can't you? Why you have to get every second and count it? Why can't we just relax a little bit? He said, yo, you trying to get that pussy, right? That dehydrated pussy, right? Or not dehydrated pussy. He's just like that drunk pussy. That girl is like the lady he dudes into apparently drinks all the time, just drunk as fuck, blacked out all the time. And
Are these ugly men?
yes.
Uh-huh.
One man with a ponytail. He's like a black dude with a ponytail, like a weird, like
Yeah.
a wispy ponytail. And he looks at me.
The completely unfuckable type.
Yeah, he looks at me and he wants to drag me into this conversation. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying to me. And I'm like, oh, I get it. You're talking about his girl, blah blah blah. He said, yeah, you don't know. Like she just drinks all the time, blah blah blah. He said, what do you want? I could get a good puss from that. I'm like, yeah, dehydrated pussy. And he starts losing his mind. He said, that sandpaper pussy. We just start going back and
Yo.
forth.
Sometimes when I see a man, like I'll see a man and he just looks kind of like dirty and gross
Yeah.
and ugly, and I'll be like, somewhere, someone has sucked that dude's dick.
Yes.
Like someone.
Yes.
Like,
And on a consistent basis too.
you know,
Yeah.
like that's fucking incredible. It's incredible.
It is.
Like, it's not as shocking to me when a woman who I find like extraordinarily unattractive.
yes.
It's like, of course she gets laid because
She's a woman.
yeah,
She has vagina.
but like they have the ability to select their mate,
Mm-hmm.
where we kind of have to like cross our fingers and hope we get selected.
Right.
And I mean, sometimes we have good streaks.
Yes.
Like you think Anthony believes that I'm on a good streak this evening.
I think he is.
Even though nothing has happened.
Nothing, but it's just the air, the pheromones are in the air. I just
There was one thing that I thought was strange tonight.
one thing?
Yeah.
Really?
We're gonna kayfabe. B.
Yes.
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 As I said, things may have been like, oh, I wonder, or oh, did I hear that right? Like things like that. But only one thing that I find actually shocking today, and I'm standing in a little convenience store where I'm using the ATM. And when I walk in, the girl behind the counter, she's like, "Hey!" And I was like, "Hello." And she's like, "What did she say next?"
She said, "Oh, did I scare you? Or how's the fighting thing going?"
Right. And I was like, "Oh." And she's like, "Yeah," like, and she was just like super high energy and like, just I don't know. I felt like she was swinging at the kid.
Yeah, she's like, she got scared. Like, oh, did I ruin my chances? She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you."
Yeah. She was like, "I'm not trying to be creepy, but I was thinking about you." And I was like, "It's not creepy." But at the same time, I'm like, well, it's not creepy because I could kill you.
Yeah.
But like, if I were a hot girl
Mm-hmm.
and not an average looking dude, I didn't say I was hot.
Okay, there you go.
I kind of implied it
You
though.
did. You just wanted to
If I were
slide
a
it
chick and you were a dude and you were like, "Hey, I was thinking about you earlier," I might be like, "Whoa." I might get my hands up.
Yeah. Because it's like, what?
But I don't need my hands up. So it literally can't be creepy for you to think about me.
Yeah.
Like if you look me in the eye and you're like, "I can't wait to jerk off to this dude later." That's not creepy.
It's like, I can't wait.
Because I could kill you
I
if
can't
you
wait
tried to assault me.
I can't wait to go through your trash and collect your hair.
Right.
That's not creepy to you? Let me get your toenails.
You'd be on my property. Right?
They know where you live.
If I took a sip out of my soda, threw it in the trash, and she like, I'm gonna grab that one. And she pulled it out and was like, it's weird, but it's not creepy because what can you do?
Not throw sodas out around her again. I don't want her collecting my DNA and making a clone of me. I'm cool.
I'm just oh yeah, 'cause she's a fucking chemist and scientist. She's gonna make clones. I'm just saying, it's that power dynamic makes it not creepy automatically.
Right.
Like, I have nothing to fear from you, girl. You can't be creepy. Enjoy.
Until you know where I live, then it gets creepy.
Yeah, then it can become creepy because there are moments where I'm vulnerable.
Yes.
Like, I sleep.
Yeah. Sleep, shower, naked. It's always hard.
Shower, I'm only slightly vulnerable. You can get killed. If you fuck with me when I'm in the shower, you could die.
But you gotta take but you gotta also, it could turn bad quick. You just take that wrong step, that wrong slippery step. Kakoosh.
Why are you always going to the worst case scenario?
That's what I think of. Like, if somebody jumped into that window, it was like, "Hey," and you're like, "Oh," you slip, take that one slip.
Nah, dog. I'll get my arms out immediately. I base out. I'm not fucking playing with you. I mean, what the fuck? And then I would yank that fucking curtain down and leap on top of whoever was there and just start trying to kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'd be objects involved. I'm grabbing for sharp things and I'm stabbing you in the face. Fuck jujitsu. It's too small of a space.
It is.
What are you gonna do? Take them down?
Arm drag.
Take them out?
Arm drag.
You can't mount anybody in my bathroom.
Arm drag.
Literally.
Arm drag.
There's no room.
Hey, I saw a little kid do it. Arm drag. Arm
I'm
drag.
like all up in your neck and face, dog, with my toothbrush.
Oh.
Just jam you in the eye, toothbrush in the eyeball.
If you go in his bathroom, you can see that the point of his toothbrush is extra sharp, and now I know why.
Because you never know.
Yeah, you never noticed.
I learned that in prison.
So,
No, I've
that
never,
and keistering.
I've never been to fucking prison. I'm just ready, dog.
He said, I've been practicing my keisters.
Out here.
He said, I've been holding things in my asshole, just ready. That's what
Whoa,
keistering means.
That is not why I put things in my asshole.
He's I'm ready. Just
Those things aren't related.
oh man, what was that movie? I think it was like Getting Hard, and then you just like you see Will. No, it was Will Ferrell. And,
That's just what you think about.
yeah. That's immediately.
It was called Get Hard.
Get Hard, and he's just
Getting hard is what happens every time everybody sees all this.
the glory of Darren.
My lovely manly lumps.
The glory of Darren.
You know what I figured out how to do today?
What movie pecs?
Yeah.
Nice.
I can dance my pecs a little bit.
Woo! He said, I got that.
It happened on accident.
You just moved it.
I was doing something, some kind of action
You ever see a girl do
with my
it?
wrist. What was I doing? But I was doing something like this. Do you see him?
Yeah, I see a little bit.
They
I
start
see,
to move around.
yeah, I see. Yeah, I seen a little bit.
Isn't
Yeah.
that weird?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
But I'm trying to. I don't remember what I was doing. Was I using the grinder?
Maybe.
No, it was this. Is this motion? What is this? What does this do? But it made my tits move. I was in the bathroom. What could I have been doing?
Were you just taking a shit and just moving your hands around?
No.
Tossing your phone back
I was
and
in
forth?
the mirror. That's why I noticed it. I was doing something in particular.
Do you like a dance after your...
No, it wasn't a dance. I was doing a task in the bathroom.
I'm going to have to run upstairs. I forgot to put the charger. I got to get it.
What charger? Oh, no. We're going to lose our show? You son of a bitch. No, we will not lose the show. Anthony's really running, too. He sounds like a wildebeest. just like stomping through my house with his awkwardness. He's coming back. It is nigh. And look, you didn't trip over the fucking cords.
So focused, I can't even see.
Look, I respect it. You made that shit work.
You're not doing it. I'm telling you.
Boom. Oh, goodness.
We are safe for another day.
But yeah, I learned how to move my boobs.
He got them pectorals.
They're new. It's very much like an adolescent, except for this is now adolescent girl stuff.
Yeah.
It's like my boobs are popping.
Have you ever seen a girl try to pop her boobs? It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's very interesting. It's like trying to punch you.
What?
It's like they're trying to punch you. Like, boo, boo, boo.
No, I've seen that many times. They're called strip clubs. Now I don't know any women in my personal life that can dance their boobs.
I saw it at 16. I saw a girl.
Unless
do
they
it.
unless they just haven't shown me. Which honestly, I can't imagine. Like,
Yeah.
if you're my friend and you can do that, I would know. Like, I'm not saying I would have seen your actual pair of breasts.
Right.
You would have made it known, dude. You know what I can do? Like, like I don't have a friend that can jump her tits that wouldn't do it. Nor do I want you.
No? Why not?
No. If you can do that and you're not willing to show me, then I don't care. Oh, little sister just sent me a message.
Selfish.
Let's check. I
Bump
think I
up.
missed her dad's birthday.
Mm.
Let me check and see what she's got here.
Ooh, we got 3 people watching.
Who this?
I don't
Roll
know.
call.
I don't know. They're not chatting it up.
Chat it up with me right quick. Tell me who you are,
Come on,
so we
people.
can tell you how much we love you.
Come on, people. We're gonna be in halftime in 17 seconds, so you know you can just talk to us. Because them commercials are stupid anyway.
You know you want to talk to us.
Yes.
We want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Now, it's probably already halftime.
Yeah, it probably is actually. You're probably right.
We own that internet delay.
Mm-hmm.
That internet delay, baby. Which there really shouldn't be.
No.
Because you could swear on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And they need that little delay to make sure that nobody says motherfucker on fucking ABC.
That's true.
And there's enough black dudes, enough testosterone,
Yeah.
that motherfucker's getting uttered on that court.
I'm sorry, I got sidetracked for a second.
These are facts.
Did you know Shaquille O'Neal's coming back, supposedly?
To what?
To basketball.
Shut up.
Yeah, there's let me see if I can show you the videos.
How old is he?
I don't know. Let's look it up. Shaq.
Dog. That's not true.
I swear.
I am 37 years old on Tuesday.
It was
Shaq has to be 10 years older than me. He has to be.
maybe it was maybe it's
Because I remember when I was a little kid and he was playing for the Magic.
Let's see, coming back to NBA.
As a coach, maybe. As a GM, maybe. I don't know what his business like. I know he's good at business. I don't know if he's good at that particular form of business.
I don't know what it was then. I don't know. Maybe it was something. Maybe it
I
was,
feel like I heard something about that, though.
yeah.
And maybe one other guy, too.
Yeah, it was a weird thing, I think.
2 older guys. And it's like, what the fuck? That has to be a work.
I don't know. Maybe it was something.
You know what I lightweight want to follow, though?
What?
The former Cleveland Browns quarterback, Johnny Manziel,
Yeah.
is playing in the Canadian League.
Ooh. Let's get out of here, Johnny Manziel.
Oh. Is he playing for Calgary or Toronto?
Let's look.
I feel like one of those 2. I could be wrong, though.
He's getting praised for his work ethic, though. That's what it says.
Good for him.
Canadian Football League. CFL.
I root for the Crazies.
Let's just go to his Wikipedia page. That'd be easier.
Oh, shit. I just got a picture of one of my homeboys with BJ Penn.
Ooh.
Shout out to the powerful Nathan.
Hamilton, Canada. I don't know where that is.
Is Hamilton?
Yes. It's
What's
the
their-
Tiger Cats.
The Tiger Cats.
It's very interesting.
Yo, we got to get some Tiger Cat gear. How hot would that be? If we just started just being straight Tiger Cat fans.
That kind of logo. That's not gonna show up, is it? Yep, Tiger Cats.
Show it to me.
Tiger,
Oh, yeah.
Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Oh, yeah.
Images that got in gear. Oh yeah.
I don't know why you're not just the Tigers. I don't know why you're the
It's
Tiger,
Cats.
Cats.
It's like to be very specific. Tiger, not Tiger Cats.
Not to be confused with the Tiger Dogs. What?
Let's look that up. Tiger Dogs. Oh, that's just like dogs that look like they're just tigers. Tiger dog sports team.
They don't exist. But yeah, I'm now Cleveland's biggest Tiger Cats fan. Is Hamilton in Ontario?
Let's go back to the mappy map.
I feel like I've seen enough girls on webcam from Ontario to guess that Hamilton is in Ontario.
Hamilton, Canada. Let's see. Map. Let's see.
Oh, I wish I remember the racist joke I told in class today.
Toronto. Oh, put something about black people rebelling.
Yeah, but it's gone. It was good.
What'd you say? Where'd you say it was?
I think it's in Ontario.
Ontario. Let me. It's Ontario. Let's see.
That's the province, I believe.
Oh, it's definitely in Ontario.
It's not?
No, it definitely is.
Oh, yeah.
It's right by Toronto.
Yeah.
I
Thank you, webcam girls.
I would go with you. I would go with you to a game, but I'm just not allowed.
I mean, right now I can't go.
You can't go? Why?
Not right this second.
Oh, wait, because you don't have a passport.
But soon we'll all be clear.
Yes. I'll have to get some paperwork filed. And be like, hey,
Yeah,
man,
daddy.
hey, man, I'm cool.
A little like spongy sponge.
I'm nah, that doesn't go away. You just got to get a lawyer to say like, hey, he's a good person now. Look at it. So here, basically, I gotta get a permission slip from another person's parent to tell me that I'm a good person to go over to your country.
You're like, come on, let me in.
Yeah. So where's your permission slip?
You just gotta do that same voice that like when you walk into the room. You're like, hi guys.
Hey, how's it going?
They'll let you right in.
Yeah, no. Between
Tequila Tony ain't getting in though.
between like the incident with my dad and my actual life, I don't think it's happening.
Oh, you're in. We going.
Yeah. And then my dad talked mad shit to some Jamaican border patrol guy.
What?
Yeah, he talked some mad. I don't know. He was just giving the dude a hard time. Dude's, I don't know. He was trying to joke with them, but dude's like, nah, I'm having a power trip. My dad just like, nah, fuck this shit.
Oh, and he was like, oh, it's on then.
Yeah, he's on. He started talking shit back.
Some people are like that.
Yeah.
Like, for me, if I'm in one of those situations where you have a small window where when I'm inside that,
Mm-hmm.
you have authority that could actually affect my life, and you're being cunty about it, I let it go.
Yeah.
Because if I get cunty back,
It's not gonna help.
I don't have the power of or else.
Yeah.
And that's an important power.
It is.
Like, if you don't have or else power, then you don't really have anything to do.
No.
So, if I don't have that or else, I'm like, all right, this round to you, sir.
Yes. When you're off duty, I'll come get you though.
Not even. But it would be really, really hilarious if I saw you in the street
Yeah.
after you treated me like shit. And then I made it clear to you that I would happily kill you. Like, happily. But I can't because I have stuff to do. Like, I have to teach kids class.
Mm-hmm.
And if I kill you, then I can't.
Yes.
So you get to live. But not because, like, you're really good or you're really nice or I'm worried about you. It's because I like me. And because I like me, I can't kill you. It's very simple rules. But catch me on a good day, because if I don't like me anymore, then your life might be forfeit.
In the meantime, you want to see something really crazy?
Yeah, of course.
Some guy had car troubles and just drives reverse for about a mile and a
I
half.
saw that.
That was pretty wild.
Yeah, and he's on the highway.
Yeah, and he just parks in a Kroger's.
And he goes up the ramp onto the bridge overpass and then back onto the highway, yeah?
Yeah. And then parks in like it was like he did it in like 4 minutes. I think he parks in like Kroger's.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah. And they're just like his transmission went out and he just did it. I was like, whoa.
Oh, the transmission went out.
Yeah.
Okay, cuz I was like, did this dude miss his exit? And he's backing up, but then he continued to drive in reverse and he like went in reverse up the ramp and I was like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Yeah.
But that sounds like it was actually about survival.
Yeah.
To some degree.
Some degree. I mean, you could have also pulled off the side of the road, but I get it.
Now, here's the second question. Like, were you in a situation where you had to be where you were on your way to? Like, imagine you've been late to work multiple times and you're on your way to work and that happens to you.
Right.
And you're like, okay, I need to get my car fixed.
Mm-hmm.
But if I stop this and call for help, I will lose my job. Therefore, I won't be able to afford fixing this car.
Correct.
So I've got to drive this car in the only way it will drive, which is in reverse to the destination I need to get to. I think that doesn't give this person the green light or a pass on being reckless, but it makes it more understandable.
Yeah, it does.
If their back's up against the wall somewhere. But if you're like, no, we got to get to the club. You kick it in reverse. Now everyone's in danger because you're an asshole and there's no real purpose. Like, desperation or emergency.
Yeah, that's fair.
Desperation gets you a partial pass. Emergency, as long as you don't kill anybody, gets you a full pass. But how many emergencies do you really need to get to?
Not many.
Not many.
Not many.
Unless you are the only person with the tools to be of assistance.
Yes.
Which is unlikely.
Yes.
So yeah. So fuck that guy.
Yeah. Tools to be of assistance or you have power of attorney.
Yeah, there's just very few situations. It's like,
oops, didn't mean to do that.
It's like when someone's like, it's an emergency. When they say that to me, my favorite line back to them is, I'm the worst person for you to call then.
Yes.
Or you don't know what an emergency is. Like in an emergency, I might need medical attention or many men with weapons to support my cause.
Right.
That's about it. Do you understand? You follow?
Everything else is
so it's like, yeah. It's like, it's an emergency. Well, what's the emergency? Beth is upset. Like, that's not an emergency. Click. No. It's an emergency. I'm bleeding out. Why are you calling me? I'm not a physician.
911, please.
Nor am I going to get to you faster than an ambulance. Yeah. You should call 911. You should not call Keebler.
It's there and they're 20 minutes away. You're 10 minutes away. I know you'll get there.
I'm bleeding out. I just wanted to let you know so you feel guilty.
I want to let you know that I'm doing it down the street from your apartment, down the street from your house. And if you want, you could save me. But if you just say, nah, ambulance get there faster, I'm going to look at you and flip you off if I die. I'm going to haunt you. Come back and haunt you. I'm going to be in every condom you ever open up. Just haunting you.
Yeah. It's an emergency. Are you sure, bitch? Are you sure?
What if that was a thing? Somebody comes back and just haunts every condom you ever try to use.
Ew.
They're like, nope, that one's getting a hole in it. That one's getting a hole in it. Like, because you didn't save them because they're down the street from you.
They're like, yeah, we're about to wreck shit. Remember when you didn't have kids? Whoa.
It's not even if you did it. It's just to stop you from. It's like they just like ruin your chances. And you're like, God damn it, you gotta go to Walmart, and they just fuck them all up. It's just it's an inconvenient moment in life. And
that might be one of the most random things you've ever thought. What if not only there are now ghosts, but their number one objective is to sabotage? What's the other word for them?
Prophylactics.
Yes.
And they just put mayonnaise and spermicide, and there you go.
Ew.
They just replace it with mayonnaise. Like, there you go.
God damn it, that's so gross. It's like you put your dick inside a schmegma.
Yes.
Ew. You're a sick man, Anthony.
Mm.
I'm worried about you.
I'm worried about me too. My girlfriend doesn't say she enjoys my conversation. She just says you're just very weird.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm like, but you dated me, so it's your fault.
Dated or are dating?
I guess our dating is still a thing.
Shout out to India.
Shout outs. Making fried rice with cauliflower ear. Don't know why, but good for you.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. She just showed me a picture of her making cauliflower rice with, fried rice with cauliflower as rice instead of actual.
Because I was like, you can't really make food with cauliflower ear unless you have cauliflower ear and you're making food.
Yeah, that's true.
And she doesn't have cauliflower ear.
No, she does not.
But yeah, people use cauliflower like it's rice.
The white broccoli.
They use it like it's rice. They'll like grate it
Mm-hmm.
or like break it down into really, really, really tiny pieces some other way with either a knife or their hands.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like if you're trying to stay away from starches and carbs and you're like, yeah, I only eat vegetables to get my carbs and blah, 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 blah. Okay, respect. But I don't know anyone that does that who's skinnier than me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have difficulty taking your advice seriously. Like, when I look down and I see obliques and you're telling me that I eat too many carbs, I'm going to tell you, you don't know my body.
Yeah.
And you probably don't know yours. But enjoy that cauliflower rice. And, like, sometimes I eat shit like that, but I don't do it under the delusion of, like, now that I don't have these naughty carbs in my body, I'm going to get skinnier and hotter. It's like, I don't know if that's true.
Speaking of food, you're going to talk to people about my eating disorder? My alleged eating disorder?
I never said you had an eating disorder.
Yes, you did. You said you might. Anthony said, I said, I had one, and you might have bulimia.
Oh, well, I was making fun of you for throwing up in class. Because, was it right after conditioning?
It was like literally, I'm like, you're like, all right, let's put our hands. I'm like, cool, guys.
Bye-bye.
Right. It's like, cool. I'm like, I made it to the end of the practice. I haven't puked. Let me just go do this.
Yeah, so Anthony vomited after conditioning today. And I was making jokes about him possibly needing to see a doctor because, bulimia is a serious thing. And I'm worried about you. And then I was like, nah, doc, it's cool. I have an eating disorder in real life. Like,
hey.
It's why I stay so crazy small.
Got you.
It's like when you're a kid and you wrestle and you allow yourself to cut weight at an early age, you get a distorted view of what you're supposed to look like. That's all.
Yeah.
So, like, I walk around way leaner than most people walk around. And that's not just genetics. It's like, if I start to get heavier, maybe some of the time I stop eating. And, like, that's not good. Like, and I've been good recently.
Right.
But, like, it's something I've noticed. Like, that's why I'm much heavier than I was before.
Mm-hmm.
It's because, like, I eat food now.
Yes.
But there was a time where I really wasn't doing that. And I was very, very busy, and I wasn't doing that. And I would end up under, like, 135 for no reason sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, why are you so small? It's like, oh, you keep forgetting to eat. And then secretly being happy about the result of how you look.
You say, hey, see this, look at this. That's not inside. It's like, Darren, those aren't abs, those are ribs.
These are my abs, dog.
It's like, dog,
I got more abs.
Why can't I play a xylophone on you? Like, what's going on here?
It's like, no, dude, those are your ribs. Those aren't abs. Those are your ribs, dummy.
He's like, look at me.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Is that ludicrous? Is that ludicrous? Oh, my goodness.
Luda. Yeah, a lot of dudes show up in Cleveland now.
Cole Kardashian and Jim Boheim and Jeffrey Lurie. I don't know who you guys are. Carson Wentz. I know Carson Wentz. And I know
Who's Carson Wentz?
I think he's a football player, if I'm not mistaken. Drew Carey. He said from.
Well, Drew Carey's from here.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know, like, regular
who line
athletes
is it?
and famous
Is it anyway?
people.
Was it Carson Wentz? I believe he is Ohio. No, wait. Where was he? Okay. Oh no. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's duh. Of course, he's Eagles. He's Eagles quarterback.
Ah, yeah. He's probably pretty famous.
Yeah.
That sounds like famous to me.
Oh yeah. Speaking of famous, nobody wants to go to the White House. They're like, and they're like, nah, man, we ain't. Not only do they not want to go, but then Trump's like, well, since nobody wants to come, I'm taking the offer back.
Which I think is kind of funny.
Yeah, he's like, well,
but I think it's bullshit in a lot of the ways. Like, I think people are afraid to have that experience because they're afraid of what people are going to say if they do.
Yeah.
Like, if you think he sucks and he's like, come up and see me, why don't you go up and see him?
Yeah.
The reason you don't go up and see him is because people are going to talk shit.
So you guys put your knee on the ground, and now you can go talk to the man that tells you guys you should get locked up or shouldn't be playing the sport because you.
If somebody called me an asshole and then they were like, "Come to my house,"
I'm coming to your house.
I'm coming to your house.
I'm talking shit to you.
Like, we're gonna have a talk now. This whole like, I don't want to give you a platform shit. That's a newish tactic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't approve.
I don't like it either. It's kind of weird.
It's pussy bullshit. And at low level, it's pussy bullshit, and at its highest, most offensive form, it can be fascist and violent.
Yes.
Like, stop trying to silence motherfuckers, and stop being afraid of being silenced or excluded. Well, if I do that, the backlash might not be worth it. Motherfuckers out here are scared of backlash because that shit is real. They will take your career from you. They will get you fired from your job.
Yes.
So, I'd rather be fired than be a cunt.
I think Colin Kaepernick's pretty cool. He's doing pretty good right now. I don't think he's struggling that much.
Like, I would have been like, cool, see you in a minute, Prez.
I'm out.
We got some shit to talk about, though. Like, you can't invite me here and then not talk to me.
I would love to see that conversation actually happen. He said, yes, the national anthem is very great. Yes, but you have a problem with me disrespecting the flag? Yes, I think every American should respect the flag. But no, you have a problem with me. He just, like, deflects the whole... I would love to see that actually happen. I think it'd be a great deflection. And this fucking dude.
I still think it's a badly executed protest. It's just badly executed. Like, you need to get the results you want out of the actions you take.
Yeah.
Or you need to re-strategize. You don't get the result you want and you stay the course. I don't know if that's really what's up. And then like, oh, we can't change now because then it looks like, it's like, okay, that's one strategy. Another strategy is when you lose, change the strategy and win.
Yeah. But
it's just, I don't know. It's the way I look at shit.
Whoever wins this game, whoever wins this series is not going to go to the White House either.
No, the NBA is too black of a league. And it's so, I mean, not to be silly, it's so black and white with some people. They're like, oh, you talk to him? You must support every single idea he has.
Yes.
It's like, no. I talk to a lot of people on a daily basis. I bet a lot of them have really shitty ideas that I don't even know about.
Who, these NBA players?
No, just humans.
Oh, yeah.
When you interact with humans, some of them have shitty ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone you interact with, you are endorsing? Everyone? Is it possible to have an interaction with somebody and then not endorse them?
Yes.
Can I take a picture with you and not endorse you? The picture is a record that you and I were in the same spot at the same time. It is not a record of affection.
You allowed him to touch you, put his hand on your back. That's a symbolizer of a white man.
It simply isn't a sign of affection.
It's the sign of a white man putting you down. If his arm is higher than your arm when you do the hug.
It can't be.
It cannot be.
No. That's near the neck. I'm going over the top even though you're taller than me. Or we're not hugging.
Yeah, we're going to stand apart. And I'm going to be standing, though.
You're not going to have a position where you could start pulling on my neck? I'm not doing that.
I'm going to be taller than you in that position. You're going to sit down.
I'm going to stand on my chair when I talk to you, Donald. When me and Donald Trump have our conversation, I'm going to be standing on a chair. No, it's not true. But I would, if he was like, Darren, saw your podcast and I want to meet with you, I'd meet with him.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'd fucking meet with him.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't be like, no, I think you're doing a great job.
So, Trump, tell me about that Stormy Daniels situation.
See, I was never into Stormy. I wish you had fucked somebody else is what we would have talked about. Like, man, Stormy, though?
Yeah.
God.
Is what the wife was into.
One would think you'd have more sophisticated taste. Like, she's literally just like a blonde white chick with like fake tits.
Maybe that's the East Coast in them.
That's not impressive.
That might be
too many of them.
That might be the East Coast in them, like the old school East Coast.
In the sex industry alone, There's too many girls that look like that for that to be interesting.
Yeah, but like I'm telling you, that might just be.
She wasn't even really a top girl. I mean, she was in the top echelon, but she was never like the shit to me. Like, it wasn't like she was Jenna.
Where is he always? He's always in New York area. That might just be his thing. That just might be what he
Not
just.
into it. I'm disappointed.
There's a lot of guys that have a lot of power that just have those like kind of like, I'm not saying she's a bimbo, but like bimbo-esque girls.
I mean, I guess, but like,
And that's just how it is.
you're trying to get the jump off, and like you're gonna pay for the jump off, and like that's all you're getting here.
That's hey man, like your thing and his thing is two different things. Like what you
I mean, of course.
Yes. I mean, we're not heathens here, but
I'd be like, Belladonna, what it do? What the fuck is Stormy Daniels doing here? Get the fuck out of here.
he said that we're gonna have a great time together. Darren, when I first met you, I was like, I know what she likes. He said he has the same interest as me. He said, Stormy, get back over here before I kill that
But
baby.
yeah, I just don't like that idea of like, I don't talk to this person, or I wouldn't give this person a platform. Obviously, I don't think that way, because I gave a person a platform that people were talking shit about. Oh, you can't give this guy a platform. Watch
Why?
me. Fuck you.
So who's gonna stop me? You guys need to skedaddle.
I will never, ever, ever be one of those people who like thinks people's voices should be silent and motherfuckers should lose their jobs if they do something I don't like or think something I don't think. That shit is whack. Shit is whack.
Yes. Trying to find some other weird things that I saw, but I don't remember.
Give me one more.
Let's see if I can. Will this actually be news or will it be spam? It actually is news. So, Michigan man was tired of arguing with his wife over kitty litter, so he set her on fire.
I mean, that's one way to end an argument.
Poured gasoline on wife, set her on fire. I'm so sick of her not taking care of the cat we have. That's the quote of the video. And this dude, let me put him on screen real quick while they're having their little powwow.
That wasn't a little powwow. That was LeBron reading the riot act.
Yes.
To these motherfuckers.
He said, "Niggas, don't you understand? I've been working so hard." This dude, this is what this dude looks like, kind of.
Yeah, see, he looks like somebody that would throw gasoline on his wife.
But yeah, let me bring this back over here so I can. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Go back. Give me more. There we go. But
like, he looked like a psychopath. So, if you marry a psychopath, the things that happen to people that marry psychopaths may visit you. Like, may come for you.
he like his idea was, I wasn't trying to hurt her. I was just trying to scare her. Like, he just walked them through the whole thing. He's like, yeah, you can find the gasoline can in my shed. Brought it out. Just splashed it on her. Then, she was against the back wall standing there. I didn't know. Trying to get away from me. There's no way to get away from me, he said. That's so creepy.
You know?
It's so dark. She didn't know whether to call police or the fire department, and he lit her on fire. He poured gas on her clothing, lit her on fire. Turned on the cold water in the bathroom right around the door and just kept throwing 24-ounce glasses of water.
It's called being a psychopath.
So,
Man, that's dark. Well, let's start a new rumor. I've touched my nose like 4 times in this podcast.
yeah.
Let's tell everyone I do coke now.
So he's looking for that white girl.
Christina Aguilera.
Yes.
I spent a lot of time with Christina. If you know what I'm saying. No, that's not true.
He said, hey, man, you can indict yourself.
I haven't seen Christina in like 10 years, dog.
You can indict yourself.
But I have an itchy nose tonight. I'm allowed to have an itchy nose. I'm also allowed to see Christina.
You are allowed to.
Do whatever I want. But truth be told, even though we did kind of get along, we had some fun together. We stopped talking because life is serious.
Life can't always be a party.
No. Anthony?
Yes.
Tomorrow we wake up and we train.
We do.
Anthony's sleeping over.
Yes, I am. It's a sleepover.
It's a pajama jammy jam.
It's a jam sesh.
It's too much of a turnaround to drive all the way to the west side of town and then all the way back when all you're going to end up doing is sleeping anyway?
Yeah.
Why not?
I agree.
Why not have kiddie playtime hour at the crib and then go train?
Exactly. I don't know what that means, but sure.
Kiddie playtime hour is like
Kitty
fun and
play.
relaxation.
Hold on. You key playtime hour?
Kitty.
Oh, kitty. Okay.
Like not like a cat.
Yeah, I got you.
Like the kitty area in the fucking amusement park is what I picture.
Gotcha. Good. I never even heard of that.
It's
but
like there's no rules here. We just fly
oh,
around.
the kitty. Gotcha. Yeah, gotcha. The kid.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was like, what?
Kitty playtime hour.
Oh, I never.
It's a South Park reference, really. It's the movie when
Mhm.
he's like, "What the fuck you think this is, kid? Kitty playtime hour? We all just sit around and lick Barney the dinosaur's purple fucking pussy? This is real life with consequences you take to the grave." The mole, dog.
That's so stupid.
I think about that all the time. What do you think this is, kid? Kitty playtime hour? But now it's kitty playtime hour until 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So, internet, it was lovely talking to you,
Mm.
and we'll miss you
Yes.
until next time,
Yeah.
which is probably tomorrow.
Yes.
So we'll see you tomorrow afternoon. Goodbye, internet. XOXO.